up, lay it down just like Matt and Mari. Wrestling liver half up's gonna make it sorry. Feeling like The Rock cause I'm driving in Ferraris. And we coming every week and it's feeling like a party. Move like Ric Flair, showing out like Bianca Belair, Best podcast, flush it in the air, Roman Reigns and we win it, don't care, No cap. Throw 'em up, lay it down just like Matt and Mari. Wrestling liver half up's gonna make it sorry. Feeling like The Rock cause I'm driving in Ferraris. And we coming every week and it's feeling like a party.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Wrestling RHAPUp podcast. I'm your host, Mari Forth, and with me, as always, my co-host, my tag team partner, Mr. Matt Scott. Matt, how are you?
I'm good, Mari. Feeling like money in the bank, as it were. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm doing good, and I'm even better because we are joined by the big boss man himself, the pod father.
Oh,
Mr. Rob Cesternino.
It was like, oh, sing ghosts.
Yeah, so happy to be back here on the Wrestling RHAPUp.
Yes. And of course, our ultimate returning guest here, Mr. Sea Dog, aka Chappell.
Hi, I'm back, baby. Yeah, it's about time.
The wise man.
Yeah, what we call him, the wise man.
Choices.
I need to get some more new wise men. But I'm so glad to have a full house here to talk about Money in the Bank. It's our Money in the Bank preview special.
Yes, in London town.
London, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I am very excited to see what the crowd is going to be like here for this, because London crowds are pretty good. They're always pretty loud. Are we expecting the crowd to play a big part here, Rob? What do you think?
I mean, I don't know about the crowd, but I'll tell you what I do like. 3 p.m. start time on the East Coast.
Yes,
I mean,
this
was
true.
Clash at the Castle last season. Got it started last year. And when I heard it's like, special start time on Saturday, 3 p.m. Like, yes. I'm
Perfect.
in. Love
it's like
it.
perfect barbecue time, right? Chappell, you gonna throw something on the grill?
Yes, I actually took a grilling class last week to sharpen my skills, and so I got some brisket and ribs.
Okay.
I'll post the pictures. But anyway, I've been practicing too. So this is perfect timing, and this is so great that it's not during football season. You know, I don't have anything clashing with it. You know, just gonna do Money in the Bank and just get it out of the way. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Yes. Matt, I know me and you were going to try and see if we can set up some sort of watch party.
We
or
will
together.
Yeah, Mari, we're gonna do it. What is Jimmy's famous seafood?
We were thinking about it. Yeah. Going to Baltimore.
Wait, I shouldn't be doxing us. Oh God. Cut that.
Yes.
Make sure you wear your Raven shirt to Jimmy's, you know.
Exactly. That's our sponsor, our Raven sponsor. I've been there a few times. I went and saw Clash at the Castle there last year, and it was fun. It was a very, very fun atmosphere. So if we can't find anything close, we might be making that trip up to Baltimore.
Seriously. No. We'll show up. I'm really curious too. If anyone has any like recommendations for what we should be doing, Mari, I'm gonna show up. I probably should say this off pod. I'm gonna bring you your Trinity shirt. I owe you that.
I still have your gift right here that you will not let me open.
Oh my God, please don't tell me what it is. It's a weird shape, but
yes.
Questions. Do you want to tell me what it is now on the podcast, or?
Actually, I do not now. At this point, no, I don't. You should have let me tell you when I got really excited to tell you.
It's a Money in the Bank podcast pass.
Yeah.
On crime scene any week you want, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yes. Through some true crime trauma. I love that.
Wait, what if we gave Matt a Money in the Bank briefcase and he could cash it in on any podcast? Like just
Oh wow.
Matt on the Bachelorette win.
Yeah, that's what I'm
doing.
Haley,
T-Bird, who's that at the podcast door? Good job, that's Matt Scott's music.
Matt Scott is
My God.
Matt, do it again.
No. Hit that 15-second back button because I'm never going to do that.
Get your popcorn popped.
Oh, yeah. Great. So Money in the Bank is probably one of my favorite pay-per-views, aka PLEs ever. Before we get into everything, Rob, can you tell us, I don't know if you've told us before, but why is Money in the Bank one of your favorites?
Oh, Money in the Bank is just so exciting. And so, like, when I was younger, kid, they didn't have Money in the Bank.
Right.
The King of the Ring. So Money in the Bank, I always liked the idea of it. And last year, I know that me and my son, Dominik, I'm like Rey Mysterio. We're not estranged yet, but we had like a big watch party, and Money in the Bank was exciting last year. We got to see the title change hands when Liv Morgan ended up sneaking up on Stars on Mars's own Ronda Rousey, and then we got to see the big shocking conclusion that we saw where freaking what's his face?
Yeah, what is his face?
Yeah, what is his face? Now Mr. McMahon's protege at the time.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Austin Theory.
Austin Theory.
Austin
Theory.
Austin Theory.
Yes.
Great match into that ending. Chappell, how about you? Is this your favorite PLE, or you like a different one?
I'm partial to Backlash personally, as far as like pay-per-views go. Just because when I was younger, I like saw that, but I've never been tapped into Money in the Bank or like these PLEs that you say. Like I'm just like I'm like Rob, but not back in my day. We didn't have Money in the Bank. There was a little scrappy song, but that was about it. Here I'm like, okay, this is kind of newish to me. Like it's been around for a while, but I've never really been tapped in. So yeah, I'm very excited.
Matt, how about you? Is Money in the Bank the new part of the new Big Five?
Money in the Bank is always a big deal to me. I think that the way that they treated it each year, aka last year, is kind of questionable, but we're here. I think I'm hopeful. Last year there was a lot of funny business happening around the time of Money in the Bank, and so I don't know. I'm ready to see something better this year, but I don't know, Mari, if it's a Big Five yet. It was, to me, it feels like it's been on the decline over the last couple of years. I don't know what you think, Mari, but
I don't know. I think the PLE itself is always fun, but like the winners it's like, hit or miss with the winners. And then I'm the idea is upset. Great. Yeah.
Not the execution.
Need to work on the execution.
Yeah.
I'm still upset that the women have cashed in Money in the Bank night of like 3 years in a row or 4 years in a row. Like that still annoys the hell out of me.
Thank you.
That
can I ask Mark, if it's not in the Big Five, what's the fifth major?
So that's the thing. So I'm thinking that for me, it's like, of course, we have the big four is Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. And then to me, it's like Money in the Bank is close to 5, and then Elimination Chamber is kind of up there too.
Elimination Chamber.
Hell in a Cell ish, like those are like the B tiers.
I like the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, TLC is so watered down now.
I remember, again, back in my day, I remember when TLC was a novelty. You're like, the Dudley Boys got these tables. What are we going to do? Oh, shit, Edge and Christian got chairs. This is crazy. And then, like, by the end, the Hardy Boys have now got the ladder. You're like, what is going on? That's like every other match is a TLC match. I'm not really good.
Yeah, exactly. So, I definitely think there's a like a B level right under the top 4 that could sneak their ways up there. But enough talk about our thoughts on Money in the Bank. Let's get into it. Before we do, please remember to go subscribe to our wonderful reality TV RHAPups feed by going to robhasawebsite.com/RHAPups feed. That's RHAPUPS feed to get all of the wonderful, wonderful reality TV content from the network. Okay, so let's dive into our Money in the Bank predictions. Let's start off with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. So the men's Money in the Bank ladder match will include Ricochet, Shinsuke Nakamura, Santos Escobar, Butch, LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Logan Paul. Chappell, can I get your thoughts on this lineup? And give me your prediction after your thoughts.
Who the hell is Butch? I mean, I was like, Butch? What is a Butch? I legit was like, where have I been? Which one of these gentlemen is Butch? You tell that guy.
You tell us.
Well,
you tell us who's Butch.
What's a Butch? I was like, okay, I'm
pick
not
out
rooting for
Butch.
him. Yeah, I don't
He's
know.
in the hat. He has the hat. The old
the hat. Yeah, I don't know him. Who
I
is
wouldn't
that?
call him
He's a
Butch.
brawling brute.
He's a brawling brute. One of Sheamus's
I don't know what that
dudes.
means. Yeah, I was like, no, I don't know who Butch is. I don't recognize it. Listen, if Logan Paul wins this, I'm gonna be disgusted. I look.
Prepare
I
to
get
be
it.
disgusted.
The man can wrestle. I get it. I do. But I'm still kind of like, we didn't ask for this. We did it. I don't care. I'll be the last holdout for him and Ronda. If nobody else is rooting against them, it will be me. I will be. If they have one enemy in this world, it will be me. I'm like, why are you still here? He's amazing. I watched him in some of these clips and stuff he was doing. I was like, y'all really letting Logan Paul beat y'all ass like this? But I mean, he's done the work. He's around, and the new generation of wrestling watchers are not going to know that he was like thrust into this as almost like stunt casting, and now he's just never going to go away. They're going to know him as a staple because he's so good. So I am rooting against him, but I mean, come on. It looks like he's. Look at him. He's so charismatic. Yeah. I guess it.
Who do you got? Who do you got?
I do love Ricochet. He's so fun. Yeah, I had to go with Ricochet. I do, but I can't. Logan. I just think he's gonna take it. I'm rooting against him with every fiber in my being.
Rob, how about you?
Yeah, I am not a Logan Paul guy. I root against him always, but he's definitely winning the Money in the Bank. I mean, I think that the WWE, the powers that be, they see him like going on, TikTok and all of his like Logan Paul podcasts, walking around with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and it's just free marketing for the WWE. And I mean, we guess we already saw Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul once. So, but I just feel like I love the idea. I mean, which one of these guys is going to do it then? It's not like I know that I think this is a weak field in the men's Money in the Bank. I feel like that this isn't, again, now I've been a little like, imagine like somebody who was like a big wrestling fan who like went into a coma in the fall. And so now I've come out of the coma and looked at what's going on. And unless you're telling me like any of these guys are super high, I guess LA Knight has been on one and has been the most popular, but none of these are heavy hitters.
Yeah, I'm thank you for adding that, Rob, because I was going to ask you your thoughts on the field. Like we talked about 2 weeks ago on the podcast, a lot of people before Logan Paul got introduced, a lot of people are like, what is this? Like, this doesn't feel like the top card guys. It felt like, middle card, top middle card people. And for me, I was like, I still liked all these people, like, and for me, I think Money in the Bank is one of those gimmicks that you can propel somebody from upper mid card into that top upper card area if you use it right. So I didn't want to really dunk on them that much, but we were also getting whispers that these people might, again, all this before Logan Paul, that these people might cash in on Gunther instead of maybe a Seth or a Roman, because last year, of course, Austin Theory won and he cashed in for the US title. And it's supposed to be a way to make it look like those titles are just as coveted.
Girl,
thank you.
What they really gonna use this to catapult somebody into upper mediocrity? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fine. Like these are good wrestlers and they should be highlighted. But you're really gonna use the Money in the Bank to and you can go for the Intercontinental Championship. What the hell? You got the chance to be on the biggest stage
Half
ever.
These people are already Intercontinental Champion.
Bruh, exactly. You telling me we about to because to Rob's point, we're about to catapult Butch into the conversation for the World Championship? Not at all. And, stop it.
Love Pete Dunne though.
Stop it.
Yeah.
And stop it. This is shenanigans. Damn it. They shenanigans.
I will
say,
shenanigans. You know, you do have some people in there that are like high flyers, like a Ricochet and Shinsuke. And so that's fun to have those guys. But I mean, Logan Paul is like, for a big man, he does. He can jump. But I feel like that what's also missing here is you need like one like giant guy. You need like a Braun Strowman or a Maz. You need like one big giant guy for everybody, all 6 of the other people to like try to beat up on, and then he just like picks them all up and knocks their heads together. Yes,
we've seen this before, Rob.
I think that's gonna be Priest.
You need it.
You do. You really do. We need the moments where everybody's like tackling the Big Show and then he's just throwing them out the ring at the same time. You need the moment where the Undertaker's laying down, they're all stomping him, and he just sits up. Those are the things that you need when you got 18 little people in the challenge. We don't have that.
Damian Priest. That's the guy.
Priest. Yes.
King Butch.
Damian Priest. Not too much on Damian Priest. I love Damian Priest. Matt, what do you think about the field?
Can we drag LA Knight after this?
He is tall. And yes, we can drag LA Knight after this. And also, I'll just say, big men do not. Big men
leave
are
Owen's dad alone.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh! Revelations! Wow! Oh my gosh! Look, big men are afraid to climb ladders. That's the number one thing about pro wrestling. Big Show has never successfully climbed a ladder. We're never gonna see it. Their knees are weak, Chappell. And you know, I feel like WWE would be stupid if they don't let like this buffoon Logan Paul win this match. He needs to win. Like Rob was saying, he'll show up everywhere with the Money in the Bank briefcase. With the championship. There's a story there. He has history with Seth freaking Rollins. But I'm gonna pull for Ricochet. I'm gonna pull for Ricochet here because Logan Paul and Ricochet had a moment at the Royal Rumble, but also Big Brother's pushed back. Ricochet's a BB fan. He's not distracted this year. And like in kayfabe, I feel like this is his to win. What else does he have to do? No live feeds to keep him up late at night. Like he's training.
But Matt, do you see Ricochet as like one of the next big
hell no
stars? That's what I'm saying. Like he's about to like you about to really cash this in for the goddamn European, you know what I'm saying?
Cruiserweight championship is what I was thinking. So. Honestly, bring it back just for him. Let's do it.
So we got Rob is going for Logan Paul.
No, rephrase that, Mari.
Rob's for Dave.
Logan Paul
gonna
to be the winner. He's going for anybody else.
Is gonna win.
Even Butch. Yeah.
Even Butch.
Matt says Ricochet is gonna win. Yes. And I'm gonna say, like, I definitely think Logan Paul's gonna win, but I'm gonna just put my money on LA Knight because if anybody else is gonna win, that's not Logan Paul, it's gonna be LA Knight. He has like the crowd firmly behind him. His gimmick would, like, he would be one of those people who does get launched into the stratosphere with the Money in the Bank gimmick. Like it
because he's cosplaying the Rock, Mari.
He
is cosplaying. Dear God, it's annoying. I don't care. I'm the old man yelling at the cloud. I'll say it.
What happened to maximum male models?
Don't bring that up, Rob. It's not your fault.
Is that still a thing?
Are we doing that?
R.I.P.
I'm just saying the man's persona has been done. And I get it because I was like, oh, this is entertaining. It's like I think I've seen this before because he's cosplaying the Rock. Yeah. But so I can see what you're saying, Mari. Yeah, but I can see it. If it worked for the Rock, why wouldn't it work for him? You know what I'm saying?
Because it's not the Rock, but
I mean, but the Rock wasn't always the Rock. Yeah. You know, it'll get there. Wow. I would like to see Ricochet moving up out of this like kind of middle.
Wait, so are you officially area. Ricochet or are you still Logan Paul?
I think Logan Paul is going to win. I am rooting for Ricochet.
Okay, fancy fencer 10.
Yeah,
I mean, above all else, I think this is going to be a great match because like Rob was pointing out, we have at least 3 high flyers. We have Ricochet, Santos Escobar, and Logan Paul. Shinsuke and Damian Priest would be really good bases. They are always really good bases. And then Butch and LA Knight are just your brawler fighting style type fighters. So I think this is gonna be such a phenomenal match. I actually can't wait to see how they produce this because again, we know Logan and Ricochet are gonna try and out jump each other. Like I feel like they're gonna like try and out jump each other at this point. So I'm expecting like crazy theatrics. So I think that's gonna be fun. That crowd's gonna be hot. London.
Can we just go? I don't know what the opposite of kayfabe is. But like I feel like that this is like a tricky spot for these people who are, you have a lot of people that are like veteran wrestlers, and then this is kind of like a dangerous spot to put them in to be in the ladder match with Logan Paul, who is a newcomer to all of this, and I feel like that this is like a tricky match to choreograph.
Yeah, when you have any type of match where there's multiple people, 6-7 people, they're trying to do several spots at a time. Then on top of that, you have a gimmick ladder match. There's a good chance that there are going to be some slip ups. Like that's why we try not to ding people so much on when they mess up. But good God, last year's women's Money in the Bank.
I was gonna say we did ding them pretty.
Worst thing I've seen in my entire life. So it's like you have to give them leeway because it's so much to have to try and put on. But there are enough people in there. Like most of those people, bring the picture back up again. Matt. Shinsuke's been wrestling for 20 years. Damian Priest has been wrestling for 15 years. LA Knight's been wrestling for at least 15. Butch 10. Like. Honestly, Logan Paul is the
Chappell.
only new person. Yeah, like Ricochet's 10 at least, at the very least. So it's like I actually think this is a perfect crop of people for him because he can probably throw his body all around the place and they'll catch him, to be quite honest.
And it's like a trial by fire too, because if you can do this with all the big dogs, of like this type of genre of wrestling, then if he wins this Money in the Bank and he does have to do like a championship circuit at some point, he can be like, up in the ranks. We could see it, and he'll have the skill set at that point because he's learning from these people. I could see it. And also he's pretty good. He gets a lot of praise. So I'm imagining that, this is the natural next step for him is to step up a little bit.
Yeah. I could honestly, like you guys said, as soon as you said it, I was like, oh my God, yeah, he's going to be taking that briefcase. It's going to be sitting in Impulsive the whole time.
He's gonna TikToks,
all of the TikToks. I think the awards, they're kind of, they won't get any award seasons out of this because, award season's kind of done because of the writer's strike. But
what about a Slammy? No.
How does wrestling work with the writer's strike again?
Does wrestling? I mean, laws, rules,
part of the unions.
No. The writers. Thank you. That's what it is. The writers for wrestling are not unionized. The performers are not unionized. So everybody's independent contractors who work at will. So that's why they get fired all the time, and the turnaround is like 6 to 8 months.
Your boy looking for a job. I'm just saying. I'm trying to figure out if I can cross the picket line over there and not get in trouble.
You are right for the WWE?
I just need a job. I will wrestle at this point. Hell, Logan Paul did it. I can do it too.
Oh, that would be funny. And if Chappell got the job to write for WWE, it would all just be Chat GPT storyline.
Yeah. Wow. I was like, I'm more entertaining than Chat GPT.
Oh my God. Get Chat GPT to book a storyline. Rob, I know
GPT.
Rob, pull it up.
What a gimmick.
Well,
what do you want? You want a Chat GPT wrestling storyline?
Yeah, ask Chat GPT to write a storyline. Pick 2 random wrestlers.
Yeah.
While you do that,
can you write a new professional wrestling storyline
between Butch
for the wrestler Butch?
Yeah, Butch
and a newcomer.
Chappell. No, don't put me in this.
Yeah.
How long has Butch been Butch? You might have to use Pete Dunne.
Butch would be great. No, put in Butch. I want to see what ChatGPT
Butch has been a household name in professional wrestling for years. Take that, Chappell. A rough and tough, hard-hitting ring veteran, Butch is known for his no-nonsense style and signature finishing move, the Butcher's Block. He's loved and respected by fans and peers. Is that his move?
One we would not know.
What do you mean? Household name. The butcher's block is a regular people's elbow.
Literally.
Chappell is a new name on the scene, a young high flyer. You got that going for you with more passion and determination than experience. Okay.
True.
Then he's been fighting on the indie circuit, earning a reputation for his unyielding spirit and daring aerial maneuvers.
Okay.
Would you be an aerial maneuver guy?
No, what?
I don't think so.
I'm 6'2.5". I will fall and crush myself.
Well, what about Logan Paul?
Yeah, he's different. He built different. That's a TikToker. I wasn't. He was bred during the COVID days.
Yeah.
That's a different type of breed.
Okay. So during an intense promo, Butch declares that he's looking for a worthy opponent to prove that he's still at the top of his game. Chappell comes forward, challenging Butch. The crowd laughs, given the huge difference in experience and size. Butch smirks, amused, and accepts the challenge. In the first match, Chappell impresses everybody with his high-flying moves and his raw energy. However, Butch prevails, winning the match, but gaining a new level of respect for Chappell. But Chappell challenges Butch again, and this time Butch takes him more seriously. They engage in a series of matches, with each one showcasing Chappell's determination and Butch's resilience. The audience gets more invested as Chappell's underdog story resonates with them. Now, Butch, usually known for his clean fighting style, turns heel during an increasing frustration with Chappell. And during one of their matches, he uses a dirty tactic to win, causing significant injury to Chappell.
Okay, I think this proves that the WWE writers use chat.
I'm about to say, now we've all seen this storyline before, right? Like, we've seen this.
Yeah,
not bad. But still, real people deserve their jobs.
Yes. Okay. So are you? But so in the final showdown at Showdown Spectacle, I guess that's a premium live event. Chappell and Butch face off in an emotional and thrilling match. Butch dominates early due to his strength and size advantage, but Chappell keeps coming back, showing an unprecedented level of self-determination. Eventually, he counters Butch's butcher block with his high-flying finisher, the chap flip.
Oh.
Yes, chap flip.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, my God. I didn't know I needed that.
The chap flip.
Oh, my gosh.
So it's like is it like a lion salt? Like what do y'all think it looks like?
Oh, I love a lion salt.
Yeah. I want it to be a 450.
Chap flip.
You are 6'2". How are you doing a 450?
They made me a high flyer. I'm just saying, if I'm up there, I might as well do some extra stuff.
Okay.
What's the one that's like, it looked like a moonsault, but then it land the other direction? Is that like a spin in the air? I can't think of what it's called.
A shooting star?
No, that's the other one. Yeah, it's okay. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Hopefully you do.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next Money in the Bank ladder match. Let's move on.
Bring it on, Butch.
All right. Next, we have the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And the women participating are Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Bayley, Io Sky, Trish Stratus. Why did I say it like that? And Zoe Stark.
There we go.
Wow. Like, so lots of things in my mind. First, let me get Rob's thoughts.
Where'd Trish Stratus come from?
Oh, she ain't back for like a month or two now. She's back, baby.
Yeah.
Why?
She's better.
Why not?
Wow. She said she's supposed to save the women's division. And
thanks, Trish Stratus.
Yes. Thank you, Trish Stratus.
You know that's Mari's fave, Rob. Don't get
that is my fave. Exactly.
Is that a new tagline?
What?
Yeah.
Thank you, Trish.
Yeah.
It's the new Know Your Role.
It's the new Thanks Obama.
Yeah.
Better.
Well, kind of. Not said in the same way though. Like,
the Canadian Obama.
Trish is back. She got the last spot by beating Raquel Rodriguez. She's the best. Like, honestly, she's the best. She literally came back and was like, I gotta show these young girls how to be a woman heel. Like, I just don't understand how she can come and do this and be so perfect at it. It's just magic. I don't care. Like, the whole, you guys should be thanking me for saving your division. And I just love it. I love it. I'm a Trish stan. She still got it. She still got it.
I have a tiny complaint though, Mario. I have a tiny complaint.
Oh, Jesus.
Watch it.
I like for my heel to be someone that I love to hate. And I just don't think that's possible with Trish Stratus. She's a heel to her competitors, but we're all like, she's the hero in my eyes. What are you talking about? Like, thank you, Trish. I'm like, thank her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't have that real, like, I hate this person vibe to her. I've never had that. Even back when she wasn't like, like the Trish Stratus that she is now, I never hated Trish Stratus. And so even in these moments, I'm like, I'm rooting for all these women. They seem cool, but I'm not rooting against Trish Stratus. That's crazy.
Yeah, because it's hard, right? It's hard. It's hard to have like that line of straddling being a heel and people like hating you and wanting you to get beat up, and being a heel, us understanding you're a heel, us appreciating that you're a heel, but still loving you. I think that's still the realm of heel that you want to be in. I'd rather you have those two lines than nuclear heat, everybody hates you, please get off my screen, or everybody loves you, you're ineffective as a heel, like there's no way we're chanting against you at all. I think she's perfectly we all appreciate what she's doing, and we can all see the technical heel work it is, because I think her heel work is so technical in the way that she, even in her promos where she's trying to like denigrate the women while also making them seem, like good. It is a technicality to it. It's not just telling people they suck. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's why I think she is. And for comparison, it's like Dom. Like he has that pure heat that it's still like people hate him, but we're in on the joke. Like we are in it with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we want to see him get beat up, but we still like him in a sense. It's not like we completely hate him. So being a heel in the reality era of wrestling, it is, I feel like it's much harder in one sense than trying to be a baby face in this era. So I don't mind it.
You know what? I'm just gonna jump into Mari. It's 2023. Look, we don't need to give me anything else. Like, I don't care who else is in this match. We're getting the Canadian cowgirl, Trish Stratus, #1 women's wrestler of all time, Chappell. So show some respect. Show some respect.
My bad. Thank you, Trish. My bad. I'm just saying. Again, back in my day, the heels used to be despicable. You hated the heel because they did stuff like they go to your mom's in the hospital and they go in there and beat her up. That's the kind of they were kidnapping people back then. Like that was crazy. They were burying people alive, setting people on fire. This is like, oh well, she's kind of mean to them. I like, nah, go rob that Shayna girl or something. Do something weird. Make it exciting. I want to hate you if you're gonna be a heel, but I have to realize that just might not be the era we're in anymore.
Yeah. For real. So yeah, Rob, thoughts?
Oh boy, this is hard to figure. It feels like it would be so weird for Trish Stratus to come back out of retirement and win Money in the Bank. I mean, I feel like that this is like the kind of move that you want to like give somebody like a bump. I feel like this is kind of like akin to like somebody like winning the Royal Rumble. So, I mean, it seems like weird. I think you could just give Trish Stratus a title match on a premium live event and sell that. So it feels weird to have her, maybe she's just propping this up. Even like Becky Lynch, I think they're trying to build a story that, okay, well, the one thing she's never gotten has been a Money in the Bank win. So I guess that's probably who I'll be rooting for in the women's Money in the Bank.
Yeah, so with Trish, I think for me, what I think this is they like Trish is never, in her era, they weren't given these type of matches. So I think this is one of those things where Trish just wants to be a part of it, just to say she was a part of it. But I don't think she's winning here either. So Rob, you're going with Becky?
The man,
The man, Becky Lynch. Chappell, how about you?
I was gonna go with Becky as well, but I one of the things that kind of catches my eye was I was watching the clips, and it does look like this is kind of like a ghetto tag match in a way. Like they're factioned up, and that's kind of weird to me because it feels like Trish has her groupie, whatever her name is. Thank you, Trish. And then we have
yes,
but then it looks like Becky's out there chilling by herself, and I just can't tell like if they're going to team up at this point. At some point, like I feel like this should be a 3-way tag match. At least that's kind of how it's coming off.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Yeah, because Bailey has Io presumptively, because they have been teasing like a bit of a breakup with Damage Control. And then Zelina and Becky are kind of like fighting for their lives by themselves.
Yeah.
Matt, do you want to go next?
Look, I'm with you. I want Trish to have everything. Like Mama is money. I'm all about that. But Becky can't win. Becky can't win. Becky won't win.
Oh.
Exactly.
We just saw she was just standing tall at the end of the segment that they had. She didn't even really do anything to earn that. She climbed the ladder. Good for her. That's the last time we're going to see Becky climb a ladder.
Unhooked the briefcase too.
Did.
So did Logan Paul.
That's bad luck. She cursed herself going.
But Logan Paul did it too.
Did he?
Did he do it?
He did that. He did that in one of the clips we watched.
I was all about Ricochet, so I mean, maybe it's a sign.
I know he's sitting up there, but I don't think he touched it.
He didn't unlatch.
Maybe he touched
the briefcase.
No, he didn't. It's a big difference, Rob. It's wrestling superstition.
He went up there. He was
up there. He was up there.
He was up
there.
The screen.
But you can't touch it. That's the
thing.
Don't
touch
the money in the bank.
Don't touch the money in the bank. Matt,
Look,
what's your prediction?
You know who it is. Speaking of getting up there, the genius of the sky, Io Sky is my prediction. Because I think, like, if I look at the stories here, we have Becky and Trish. I think they're going to be facing off at SummerSlam. Mari, we've probably talked about that for months. So I see that happening. Zoe Stark will be there with them. Zelina is happy with the LWO doing her thing. And I feel like Io's going to win here. And that's going to lead to the breakup with Bailey, probably. I can't remember who put it out there. So shout out to whoever mentioned this. But I would love Io and Asuka.
Okay.
Mari,
so
what do you think?
Let me give you some non-kayfabe, I guess, or shenanigans afoot.
Well, I was going to ask, Mari. I believe Bailey was your favorite wrestler at one point. You love Bailey.
Yeah, I do love Bailey.
How do you choose between your faves?
Well, my ultimate favorite.
Yeah, let's just call it what it
is. But for me, what it's truly about is WWE is telegraphing something. So if you listen to the commentary over the past weeks, they kept saying women's Money in the Bank. The women's Money in the Bank has been 100% successful. Every woman who has won Money in the Bank has cashed in successfully. They have said that on commentary as many times as they possibly can. And unfortunately,
jinx it.
Yes, that means that the person who wins this year is not going to have a successful cash in because WWE likes to play like that. So when you figure that into it, can you bring up the picture one more time again, Matt?
Yeah. Justin Tucker's 57 for 57.
Yeah. Right.
Or Billy Cundiff, if you really want to make Mari and I riot.
Stop it. Stop it right now. I'm trying not to get mad on this podcast. So Becky's not winning it because they're already working towards a Becky and Rhea angle, like Rhea angle. Like you don't even she doesn't need it. Like the only thing winning Money in the Bank for Becky will do is to just solidify that she's kind of like Triple Crown, like she's done it all. But again, she touched the briefcase, she unhooked it. That is like the kiss of death. Also, going into this match, she has her hands full against Trish and Zoe Stark. So I think that that feud is going to get in the way for them. The next thing, though, is Bailey and Io are having this like, oh, I'm going to win. Oh, wait, but, if I don't win, it's okay if she wins. So I feel like the two of them might cost each other the match. So I feel like that leaves Zelina Vega with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and who we have just been saying we've been talking about for weeks, who has had so much crowd support, and she's technically, her and Becky are technically the only faces in this match if we're ignoring Io right now. So I could see Zelina winning Money in the Bank. Her and Rhea have history. She tries to cash in on Rhea and she fails to cash in. that's a way that you can continue Zelina's like babyface chase. Hopefully she can keep the briefcase for a while because Zelina's a great talker that gives the LWO something to kind of rally around. And if she really wants to babyface it up, she can announce the challenge at SummerSlam. That way Rhea gets we get what Rhea is going to be doing at SummerSlam, and then she loses. You know what I'm saying? And of course, if you have Rhea's already dominated her, so I feel like you have to have a little bit more of a back and forth. But Rhea beating her after she won Money in the Bank adds to Rhea's Eradicator vibe as well. So,
Mari, wait, let me just put this out there. Like we're staring at this graphic for everyone who's not watching the YouTube version of the podcast, robbinswebsite.com/YouTube, blah blah blah. But why the hell is Zelina Vega front and center in this graphic? That's so strange. And so that's what's selling me, Mari. Your expert analysis.
She's in the Logan Paul spot
of everything. Well, I mean, that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. I mean, I think it satisfies everything. You know, you get the underdog win. I think she would get a loud pop too if she climbed that ladder and won.
Here, well, can we look at the 2022 picture? Now, I think Austin Theory, if I remember, I think the controversy was that he got announced like it's like I just got like I just got a text from Mr. McMahon that he demands Austin Theory. Like it was wild. I remember the SmackDown before they had like they added like Madcap Moss the night before. They didn't know what they wanted to do.
Yeah,
but I can't imagine that Liv Morgan was front and center in the 2022 Money in the Bank photo.
No, but they've been doing this. Triple H has been booking beautifully, but he's also been lazy. Cody Rhodes was front and center in that Royal Rumble graphic. Rhea was front and center in her Rumble graphic. Like I just think that they're not trying to cover it up. Maybe they want to telegraph it for us so that we secretly know what's going to happen, Rob.
Well, Matt, is there any world where Zoe Stark has any chance of winning this? I mean, because if you think about it, her as a groupie right now, it would be a good way of getting her from under Trish's thumb a little bit, get her out in the scene a little bit, and also that could be some built-in conflict. She was a groupie, and now she's like, "Thank you, Trish. No, thank you." You know what I'm saying? Type situation. Is there any world, Matt?
No, thank you, Chappell.
Yeah. Like for the storyline of it all, it does sound great, right, Chappell? Like that sounds like a great storyline, but
she's
again, she's not there to put the belt on, and I don't know if you want. She's so new as well that I don't think you want her failing her cash in as well.
Yeah. And you know what? People will be looking at her like wrestling's fake. Why are we watching this crap? Like they'll walk away if Zoe Stark wins, Chappell.
Oh, that'll make
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like the only thing that's keeping Zoe Stark afloat right now is that she's stuck at the hip with Trish.
Right. That's what I was just trying to do. Just try to build some conflict between the two of them since they are attached at the hip. I thought maybe that would be a good way of doing that. But it does seem like this person is out of their league when it comes to some of these other wrestlers. Like Bayley would mop the floor with Zoe Stark. There's not even a question, you know. So
and I love Bayley. I think the Bayley and Io storyline right now is really, really good. And it's still so subtle. I don't know when it's going to be like all out civil war between them. I guess it depends on what happens between the Asuka, Charlotte, Bianca of it all.
So your official pick is Zelina?
Zelina. Yep, my official pick is Zelina Vega.
Okay.
Bold pick. I like it.
Bold pick.
Very bold. Dark horse. So
you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
We shall see. I can't wait till next week's episode of the Wrestling RHAPUp. We can talk about it.
And this time I'm actually keeping track of who everybody is picking.
Oh, damn.
I know.
Just love lying about what I picked. Yeah, no, I'm gonna look. Io Sky is gonna be my pick, but Zelina is solid, Mari. I think it like between those two, it can't be Becky. Like it can't be Becky. But what's the fun in Becky winning? She could have a match whenever she wants it. So
exactly. I think the biggest thing of it all, truly, I think, is the person who wins will be facing Rhea. I think that's the key to it all, because Rhea currently has absolutely no storyline because she's in men's business when she shouldn't be. So
wow.
Mari said, "Get in the kitchen." So
yeah,
that's a good point, though. Even with Becky, you know, I think I don't know. At this point, I'm questioning everything, because you would think that if Becky was going to finally get this one thing that she hasn't had, they would make so much more of a big deal about it. And they kind of just like have been offhandedly like, you know, Becky's never won it. No, I think you would need a whole like road to this is my final, you know, conquest here. Like, you really want to build that up, because it's not even about the title. It's about conquering this one, you know, this one obstacle that she's never been able to conquer. So yeah, it's you're making me question everything more. I don't like it.
Yeah, she just doesn't need it, to be quite honest. Like I don't think she needs it, and I think it's a better storyline of her, like Trish costing her. You know what I'm saying? And furthers their storyline. But you never know. You never know. You know. Yeah, I just feel like it's not resolved in order for her to like move on to Rhea yet.
Right.
All right, so let's get into the World Heavyweight Championship match. Seth freaking Rollins versus Finn Bálor. Wow. Who's excited for this match?
Whoa, what kind of question is that?
No, I'm like
Mari?
in a good way. I'm saying who's excited. That's why I was gonna go to them first. I don't know. No.
Are there?
All right, Matt. Okay, Matt, since you talked, what do you think?
Let me just say, I mean, they've been really brutal lately. There's been a lot of punching, kicking, other things. Like, I don't know why. I like that they're putting the effort into this, but I don't really feel the anticipation here.
Yeah.
And I also don't know why this match is the Money in the Bank match. And then we just happen to have Damian Priest get his match a few weeks back against Seth as his first title. It's like, what is happening here? I don't know where Finn goes from here, but he's not going to the championship.
Can I ask? This is more of a me question as the guy from the coma. So, what is the world championship? So, have we done away with Raw and SmackDown championships?
Yes. So, since
I remember there was a U.S. title, the last
that.
And how many titles does Roman Reigns have?
Okay, so what happened is, since WrestleMania, they merged the two titles that Roman Reigns has. He is now the undisputed Universal Champion, and then they introduced the World Heavyweight Championship, and they had like a mini tournament for it, and Seth won. So there's now two official new belts. Me and Matt speculated last week or 2 weeks ago that it's because with Endeavor coming in, the new parent company of WWE, it's kind of like closing chapters on your titles and starting a new era, and that these titles now have new looks. Like Roman Reigns got a new belt, Seth got a new belt, lots more gold and black incorporated into it.
Because I was very confused, because Roman Reigns was holding a belt, and Paul Heyman had two other belts.
Had two, which I was like, dog,
how many belts does he have?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Yeah, I saw that as well. I was like, what is going on? Like, the belt that Roman has is supposed to signify the two that Paul Heyman was carrying. He was supposed to do away with those. I don't know why. Right. I don't know why they did it.
They belong in a museum.
Maybe it's a UFC thing, because you know, sometimes when I pull up on UFC, you know that like the fighter will have like 8 belts and he's like only like one. Is that a thing, Chappell? Do you know anything about UFC?
But I've seen exactly the image you're talking about. Like, because I'm thinking, how many championships do you let one person win before you're ignoring half the people?
Right.
But I didn't even catch that Paul Heyman was carrying 2 championships. I understand the idea of combining some of these. The titles are a little excessive, like the undisputed, like Supremium Championship World, whatever. We get it. You're the champ, but yeah, to also have the other 2 that we're supposed to do away with, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. So I don't know. We haven't seen Roman since then, I want to say. So hopefully he doesn't bring all those belts to the ring. That's just too much.
Oh no, I hope he does. Just to see him carry all of them at once. Like, damn.
Yeah. So this is the new championship, and this is like, this is Seth's first big defense of it. And Matt, I agree that there might not be as much anticipation, but I think the storyline of this has been really, really good. The problem is the reason why we don't think that there's much anticipation is because we don't think Seth is gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the biggest problem here. But this storyline itself is like top tier. Finn Balor trying to get revenge on Seth Rollins for cutting the original Universal Championship run is like, it's a perfect storyline.
Yeah.
Rob, I don't know if you remember this, but when the original Universal Championship was announced, the jam belt, the red belt, I was in Brooklyn when they unveiled that, and the crowd was chanting like jam and that belt is ugly at them. Seth Rollins and Finn Balor were in the match to decide who that was going to be. Finn wins, but because of a botched buckle bomb, he completely messes up his shoulder, tears it, has to give up the belt within 24 hours.
He was the demon then.
Yeah, and what was that, like 7 years ago?
I think they said it was 2016.
Yep, 7 years ago. Yep, exactly, because I was there. So it's been 7 years, and when he came back, like he's been saying in the storyline, when he came back, it was just like he literally got shunted down the card, eventually shunted to NXT. He's had to build his way back up here. So this is a storyline that is years in the making. I'm a little upset that we're getting it so soon at Money in the Bank. So the believability of Finn beating him is very low, but they do have a chance here to actually put the belt on Finn, because there's no point in having Seth hold a long reign on this belt, to be quite honest. Like he got the belt. It's been like what, a month, 2 months. He's a workhorse. He's been defending it everywhere. He has a kayfabe injury going into this match. If he kind of loses this, if he loses this match, Finn gets the belt for a little bit. You write off a story angle where Seth gets written off for a few months, and then they come back better than ever. Like feud going into like Survivor Series, like Judgment Day finally has some gold. Judgment Day has needed some gold for a long time, and Seth eventually gets his belt back down the line. That's not a bad storyline. Like, we don't need these people holding these belts for months on months and months. I say that after Bianca loses hers. So like,
like for years,
and Gunther after a year, and Roman Reigns 1,000 days as champion.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Like, let's shake it up a little bit.
Mari.
Like, we're so expecting that you lose the belt at SummerSlam, or you lose the belt at WrestleMania, or you lose the belt. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like either SummerSlam or WrestleMania. SummerSlam or WrestleMania. Let somebody randomly lose it on Money in the Bank.
Oh my gosh. This is controversial.
Yep.
Wow. Mari, you can't look. Seth's only had that championship for 5 weeks. That's embarrassing.
Has it really been 5 weeks?
Something like that. Who knows? That's when
That's good. It's been such a good run in 5 weeks. Literally. He's defended it at least like 6 times.
Here's the thing. I'm not excited for this match because I know that Finn Balor will lose, but also because when I look at this, I'm just thinking to myself, the build, I agree with you, Mari. The storyline's there. The build is there. It's amazing. There's history. But it's a match. We're getting the match. And I don't think the match is going to live up to how great the storyline could be. So not excited. I would be shocked if Finn wins. But you know what? They love the Judgment Day. They've been all over Raw, all over SmackDown, like all that. So I don't know. I'm going with Seth. I'm going with Seth. But you're scaring me, Mari. Mari, you're really throwing us off here today, aren't you?
Curveballs today. Chappell, what do you think?
I'm with Mari. I was shocked when y'all said that Seth was going to win so obviously. I was like, well, we all know Seth's going to win. I'm like, I thought Finn had a good little story coming into this. I remember the Carmelo Hayes clip, right? Where Carmelo Hayes literally just does just a segment where he just says, who's one of the best who ever did it? That Finn. Finn is great. He's one of the best who ever did it. Y'all don't give him enough credit. If you wanted to close a chapter on somebody and start a new chapter with somebody being thrust into the spotlight and somebody who is the best who ever did it, you should probably pick Finn. And then he just disappears back to NXT. I was like, so nobody gonna acknowledge that he just like hoisted Finn up? Why would you hoist this man up just to go and get him knocked down by Seth freaking Rollins? So I don't know. I thought I was going with Finn. Mark made a lot of good points that I didn't even think of, but that's where I was leaning.
Rob?
I don't know. I just feel like that it's hard for me. I don't see Finn Balor as like a top guy. I mean, I feel like that in my wrestling experience, like I didn't see him at the height of his powers.
Right.
I mostly saw him as just sort of like he was hanging out with AJ Styles when I last and then was in like the second banana in the Judgment Day forever. And now he's gonna be the champ. Okay, sure. But in my mind, I'm still feeling like Seth Rollins is gonna win.
I think Finn's most of his power and his glory has been on NXT, and I think it's time to rectify that situation. He is such a good wrestler, such a good talker, an amazing talent, and unfortunately, I feel like the only thing that's keeping him held back is just his size in this company. So I want to see him win. I truly do. I don't know if it'll happen, but I think that it would be perfect. Like come on, let's shake it up a little bit here, people.
Yeah.
That's just what I'm saying. Just what I'm saying. All right. Next up, the Bloodline Civil War.
Okay.
I had to fight the urge to send y'all an hour and 45-minute YouTube YouTube clip that literally talked about the bloodline from start to finish. Rob, do you have anything to say about the bloodline?
I mean, so this was like the longest brewing storyline, like in the history of television, really, of all this going on. And then Sami Zayn came in, and Sami Zayn was like the Yoko Ono of the bloodline. I mean, he came in, they were firing on all cylinders. They let him be honorary Us, and then there was it was a million different ways that he bungled things, and eventually he caused the bloodline to completely break up. So, I mean, it's such a great clip. I had seen that, a week ago, just like on Twitter, people like, okay, this is modern day Shakespeare of when, Jey Uso turns on Roman Reigns. So that was really incredible. So yeah, it's great. I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's like the bloodline storyline went on pause for like 15 months to address the Sami stuff and then came right back, because people forget that this started out with the Roman versus Jey. You know what I'm saying? It was the breaking down of Jey Uso to get him to fall in line with Roman. Like that's how the whole bloodline started, and they got stronger. Sami comes, but Sami's gone. The Usos are now gone, and we're back to like it being within the family, and it's just so poetic. For a championship run to last this long, I'm glad that they had all of this to work with in this run, and not just the belt being on somebody's shoulder, taking up space with no real storyline going on. So this is great. I have no idea. It's the Usos versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. I have no, I feel like every time I get on a prediction podcast and I talk about where the bloodline match is going, I never know, because they always surprise us with something. Roman Reigns still hasn't lost. He's only lost tag matches. And he's only lost one with Sami or something like that. The only thing that I can think of, if we're really gonna be slowly stripping Roman of everybody by the end, is the Usos win by pinning Solo, and Roman gets mad at Solo. So I guess that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Usos winning.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Chappell.
Matt,
let me go.
No,
Matt.
I'm just upset right now. I'm upset about this story. I don't like to see the family torn apart. What are we doing here? This is the greatest dynasty in pro wrestling. This is the bloodline, and we can't we all just get along? What are we doing? What are we doing?
The Usos were literally in the middle of the ring doing a therapy session, trying to fix generational trauma. I'm like, it's a Chappell's face. Why do you look like that, Chappell?
Tired of them.
I'm
tired of them.
I'm reinvigorated with the Usos. Man, I was tired of them. Now they're good guys.
It's not the Usos that's the problem for me. It's Roman. It's Roman. You know, like this man is unstoppable. He's unstoppable. And now this storyline that you've concocted is like, oh, well, Roman, we got to fight you because you disrespected us. But make no mistake, we can always make up. We can always get back together. It's fine. But you, Solo, how dare you? I was like, come on, man. Just hate that man. It's okay. Like, they're like, it's family. But you, Solo, not you. You're the real villain here. No. Roman is the real villain. He is the real villain. Lean into it. Whoop his ass. And they're like, well, we'll fight, but the family's always going to make up. This is like a bad Fast and Furious movie. You know, it's gotten to the point where it's like, I just don't like it. And where the hell is Sheamus? Is he really going to let this go down clean? I just feel like he's showing up because his ass got whooped. But
and I
feel like he just disappears. Sheamus' big ass is gonna sit back and watch this happen. I feel like there's gonna be some interference. I don't think the Usos are coming away with this one.
No, I don't know. I think this is what I know you're annoyed. I know you want Roman's reign to end, and this is the only way to do it. I know you're tired. I know this is the way to do it.
The storyline has run stale.
Yes, exactly.
Why are you so tired? You're so tired, Roman. Damn.
They have to strip every single one of them from him before he loses. I think that's what happened. So, Rob, where do you think? Yeah, where do you think this?
So I agree with you, but I don't think that there's going to be all of the other drama with Roman turning on Solo Sikoa.
Yeah,
I just
not
think,
yet.
Yeah, I just think that I think the Usos will win. I think they'll pin Solo, and I think then that'll be it. I feel like that they have like Roman involved in these like tag matches on sort of like the non-Big Four pay-per-views or premium live events, and then we'll see him like move on to something else. But I think that at SummerSlam he's not going to be fighting somebody from the bloodline.
Rob, do they just like bloodline beats them and then the bloodline finally says, well, we earned our respect back and now we can leave you alone, Roman? Is this the end of this feud?
No,
I have no clue. Like that's the biggest thing. It's like I have no clue where they're taking this story. It always does a twist or a turn that I never see coming, to be quite honest. So that's what makes it good, I think.
I mean, look, we're dealing with Roman Reigns right now. Roman is gonna walk out the winner. How is Roman Reigns gonna lose to the Usos right now? Like what? I don't understand. He's dominated everybody, and he loses to the Usos.
Solo Sikoa is going to lose to the
Solo's
Usos.
Gonna lose.
Solo's also been dominant, though. That's the other thing. Not as dominant.
They had his number on SmackDown.
Roman can't win. I don't want to see. I'm looking at this graphic too. Like, who will be the ones? Not the Usos. Roman is the one. So, I mean, we're gonna see it. It's tiring. It's exhausting. It hurts my brain. It's very it's very heady, like the whole storyline, all the twists and turns and the 3 different championships. But Roman's going to win here, I think. I'd be shocked. I don't want to see him broken. Like, he's just so strong.
So, Rob,
he's very strong. Yeah.
You think the Usos is going to win?
I think the Usos. They're the ones.
They're the ones, exactly. Chappell, you think Roman's gonna win?
I think Roman's gonna win. Roman's gonna win. I just I'm so tired, y'all. I'm tired.
And I think the Usos are gonna win. Yeah. I think they have to. They're slowly getting rid of his people. The only other thing I can think of is they found some other, like, is there anybody else? Again, where's Nia Jax? Like,
Stop
again,
it.
where
problematic queen. I have to just say, Mari,
more bloodline.
Mari, the Usos have literally been dominating Roman and Solo Sikoa for the last several weeks. Like, how are they going to win?
That's true.
They cannot. I forgot about that. Just, I'd love to see it.
That's true. You're right.
I'll say this though: the bloodline they're like a well-oiled machine. Though watching them wrestle is like it's so cool. They're like in sync. I really enjoy them as a tag team.
I mean, when you said they're like in sync, I thought you meant like the bloodline. Like there's there's only 4 of them.
No,
the Usos.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, yeah.
Roman
Usos,
is Justin.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, is he or is he JC?
Joey Fatone.
No, I think Roman might be JC, the real leader, the real tribal chief. Back in my day, JC was the black one, but we don't have to get into that.
All right.
I thought that was Justin, but
I said what I said.
And he said it. The WWE's Women's Tag Team Championship match: Ronda Rousey, and Shayna Baszler.
Yes, I love Ronda
Friend of the
Rousey.
pod, versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, in what I felt like was a hastily thrown together match. I mean,
this could be a hastily thrown together predictions too. So
yeah, exactly.
what do we?
I
what are
think
you thinking, Mari?
I think Ronda and Shayna just have to win here again. I'm thinking because they never really went against Liv and Rodriguez. I don't think. I can't remember during the tournament. They didn't. So I guess their whole thing is we're running through these tag teams and it's Ronda. So I think they're gonna win.
Okay. So I've been a Ronda Rousey hater forever, but I should say then after she's on Stars on Mars, I'm kind of in for on Ronda Rousey for the first time ever.
You're a big fan of her on Stars on Mars?
And last year, I could not have been happier when Liv Morgan beat Ronda Rousey. But here I am. I'm sort of over Liv Morgan, my one-time fave.
She literally just got back.
I know.
You woke up from the coma and you're like, we're still doing this?
Yeah. I wasn't around when she wasn't around. So in my mind, she never left.
She never left.
I have so many questions about where's the Miz? Where's Drew McIntyre? Where's AJ Styles? Where are all these people? But Ronda Rousey, she's not bad on Stars on Mars, and she's tight with Marshawn Lynch.
Rob, she was also great on UFC, but this is WWE. I don't know. I don't know. Rob, I will say this is what I've asked for with Ronda. Like I wanted the tag team with her and Shayna. She gave us everything we wanted. She's a heel. Like Mari, why aren't we happy?
Because she still can't talk on the mic. She still fumbles on the mic. That's why.
What is her wrestling style? Like what would you like describe her wrestling style as? Is she giving you like Ken Shamrock vibes? Because I saw this like ankle lock maneuver that she was trying to pull, and I was like, "Is that you, Ronda? Is that the thing?"
So, but Kim Shamrock, that's a great reference because he was a former MMA fighter. But the difference between the two of them is Ken Shamrock had charisma for days.
Yeah.
And when he wasn't using his charisma, he was just scaring people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that same type of feel when it comes to Ronda Rousey, but that's what it's supposed to feel like. And
gotcha.
Yeah, and that's what it felt like in her first run, but this run has just been not that great. It just doesn't. Ronda Rousey. It just doesn't feel like she cares as much as she did the first time. Like all of the things that we praised Logan Paul for while still thinking he's like massively annoying, you just don't see there with Ronda. You know what I'm saying? Like, which I don't know. I'm trying not to go in on her too much, but
you can.
I think keeping her in the tag team division, it's what's helping us get some better storylines in the other title places. So I'm fine with them winning here. I don't think Liv should be in a tag team. She was too over with the crowd before she left. I really want her to go back to a singles career. I don't know what she could do with it, but I still would prefer that than her tag team with Raquel Rodriguez. So, Ronda all day.
I'm confused about something. Rob, are you implying that Ronda Rousey is charismatic on another show?
I wouldn't say charismatic, but you see a little bit of a different side of her. She cares a lot about plants, and she feels. Yes, she is a little bit misunderstood. She's like she's calling her family from Mars.
Oh.
Her husband.
She calls Shayna.
Oh no,
she doesn't call Shayna Baszler.
Oh,
that's Sarah Lucina. I don't know why.
I mean,
yeah.
Let's put up a poll.
Matt, do you care about Raquel?
No one cares.
No.
Chappell.
I just ask it just point blank. So are we even invested in her even having a shot in this? It's got to the point where it's like she's there, but who is clamoring for this championship reign from her?
She has a strong back and a lot of muscles, and she's
kind
of
a strong back. The back strong as ever.
And they had the run. How long were they the champions? They were the champions for like a few months, a month and a half or something like that.
Yeah, but who's clamoring? Who wants it?
Yeah, exactly. We don't need it. We don't need it. Yeah. I think we're all in agreement here. We think it's gonna go to Ronda and Shayna. My thought process turns to who could they face that we would actually like care about. You know what I'm saying? Like it just sucks because there's no real women's tag teams, and the team that did come, they just stomped on them. Ela Dawn and Alba Fire.
Yeah,
they stepped over them to get to this match.
Well, did they merge the NXT women's tag team titles also? So basically that there's one women's tag team titles for all 3 shows?
Yep. Yeah. And Ronda and Shayna, I will give that to them because they've been working SmackDown and Raw. So they have been going on all brands. So definitely kudos to them. Of course, they've been fighting the same people. It's just one person fights Raquel, one person fights whatever. Cool. They're still been on both brands, but they're saying that they're willing to go to NXT too. So, that could be good.
Who are the
fodder,
ones
but I don't know who.
Who are the ones?
The woman
whose
went to Mars.
names-
She can go to NXT.
Casey Catanzaro, Kaden Carter, and Katana Chance.
Katana Chance and
Kaden Carter. Yes.
I think, well, because her former name.
Way too many K's. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
They are not connecting with the audience right now, so
it could be Bailey and Io. Maybe that's where they go next. Who? But honestly, like, how much do we love the women's tag team championships?
Yeah.
But do we care about the Ronda Shayna of it all? I mean, give us a storyline that makes us care, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. That's why I'm really like racking my brain. Like, who am I like? Yes, I want to see this tag team versus this tag team. I want to see Ronda and Shayna versus these two.
Trish and the groupie.
I was thinking that was my next thought.
Because why is Trish here? Just to pick on these people? If she's not going to win the matches when they come up, then like, what is she going to do? So I say throw her in there with Ronda, because that's a title card for you. Ronda Rousey, who has all this like popularity in quotation marks, right? Stunt casting. But then you brought back Trish, who is basically stunt casting too. She's the GOAT. So put them together. I said the GOAT. And so, so I'm just saying, that's a big match. Trish Stratus versus Ronda Rousey, the Trish Stratus. Maybe throw her over there in the mix with this tag team, and then that gives what's her face something to do. The groupie.
Exactly. They're gonna have to find something in these coming months to like really get us invested in the women's tag team division, because it's not happening right now. Next up, we have Cody Rhodes versus Dominik Mysterio. And I'm going to go first on this. We all know my love of Dominik Mysterio. And when I say my love of Dominik, it's more the reaction that he gets. I am sorry. It just brings pure joy every time he goes to lift the microphone and the audience just boos him to high heaven, to the point where he cannot speak, and them playing into it is just so good. I love it so much. And London is gonna let him have it. And then of course Cody Rhodes doing his Mr. America act. He showed up with Pharaoh on TV this time, his dog, his white husky, cute, doing the Mr. America of it all. It was great. I am going to call it from the top. Dominik Mysterio is going to win this match because Brock Lesnar is coming back. He's going to shenan again, and he's going to cost Cody Rhodes the match. And Dominik is going to get his first like real big win here.
Wow.
Have there been Brock Lesnar whispers, or you just got like the vibe?
No, that's Cody and Brock Lesnar are still technically in a feud. But you know how Brock does. Yeah. Yeah. Like Cody beat him then Brock beat Cody, and then Cody got mad, so Cody issued Brock an open challenge that Brock has not answered yet. It's been like radio silence, and so in the meantime, the Judgment Day has been like poking at Cody, so it's been Cody and Dominik, and so I think they want us to forget about the Brock thing, so that Brock shows up. Brock is coming to London, like, be fucking for real. Like, Brock is gonna come to London, and you know they're gonna love him, but I think Brock is costing Cody this match. I was just watching Secret Invasion. He's gonna cost him this match, and then again, I hope that means Dom gets the win, so Dom gets a win in his pocket, and we get Cody and Brock at SummerSlam for their rubber match, their third match. So
can I ask what is the Dominik Mysterio Cody Rhodes feud over? Both legacies, yeah,
like Cody was on Miz TV, and then Dominik came out to say how bad of a father Cody Rhodes was because he has like a young daughter, and we all know that Dominik hates deadbeat dads, and so and Dominik slapped him. They've been going back and forth slapping each other, so it's just
Dominik Mysterio is not still in jail, right?
No,
he was there for 15 minutes.
Yeah. They have segued from that. He is just cowering behind his mommy. So I love it.
It's funny. I do laugh at that because I again, I was surprised that he was able to pull that off. I guess Cody is a better man than some of these wrestlers because I don't think you would go through her at some point. You just move her out of the way and go and attack Dominik because he's being a little disrespectful. But I like the gimmick. I like it. I don't know why. I didn't expect for it to go this long though. I mean, they have been in a relationship now for 2 years, or quote unquote a relationship. Yeah. Who knew? Who knew this would stand the test of time? He's like, it's been a very long time. So I'm like, is this one of those couples that will define the WWE in the future? We're gonna look back and be like, remember that team?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
A perfectly kayfabe couple as well. They are not together.
Oh, they're not? Yeah. Oh, they should be. They should. I hope that's what it evolves into, like a Stephanie McMahon Triple H situation. Look,
who are we trying to break up?
I don't know.
Nobody. They're both in happy, loving relationships, and they make it good on-screen partners.
Mari, this is pro wrestling. It's kayfabe. I want them to be together forever. I need them to do an on-screen wedding. Let's have it get broken up. This is going to be amazing. I just want to say I completely agree with you about the just about your prediction with Brock Lesnar. My only question is how much of a punk they'll make Dom look like through all of it, because it can't just be Cody getting beaten down and then pinned. Like, he cannot get pinned by Dom. And I don't know if there's disqualification in this match.
He should get pinned by Dom after Brock Lesnar F5s him. That's perfectly fine.
You're twisted.
Rhea distracts the ref.
Oh God, that's textbook.
Say it ain't so.
He's on the apron, the ref's the ref's distracted. Oh, is that Brock Lesnar? Oh my God, it's been done.
And the ref, I don't hear this mysterious loud pop.
The crowd is literally pointing behind you, going like this. Like, they must really love this Rhea Ripley character.
All right, am I the only one who thinks Dominik's gonna win here?
No, I'm on board. Who thinks that Cody's gonna win?
I'm asking. I'm trying to get the final tallies here. So, Rob, you think?
Yeah, I think I would have said Cody Rhodes, but I feel like that probably Dominik Mysterio ends up. I don't know. Does he get the pin? Boy, I feel like that's hard to see. I do feel like there's some sort of chicanery going on.
Yeah, because if Brock, no matter what, if Brock hits Cody, then Cody will win by disqualification. I think
he could hit Dom. He could get Cody could move out of the way, get Dom wins.
I mean, are we still working towards Cody Rhodes is going to be the champion at some point?
One day. Totally.
One day.
No,
yeah.
100%. Like they have to do that story. Cody constantly talks about finishing the story and winning.
I mean, I can't believe we're talking about Finn Bálor is going to be the champion and Cody Rhodes is ending up losing to Dominik Mysterio.
No, Cody Rhodes.
What are we doing?
He's doing what he kind of did in AEW, the whole he has to pay his dues type of storyline. Like he has to pay his dues. He missed his opportunity at WrestleMania, so he has to start from the ground up. He has to do the American dream. He has to start at the back of the line type thing. And they need to resolve the bloodline stuff before he strikes again. So I think he's biding his time right now. Brock is the way to go while they build towards what they're doing with the bloodline.
Yeah. If anybody should have a feud with Seth Rollins about getting injured and missing out on their chance to be the champion, it's Cody Rhodes, not Finn Bálor.
Talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Dang, Seth just out here. You know what? Never mind. Okay. So
I got Cody losing but not getting pinned. Give me the DQ. I would like the DQ where he just finally is fed up with Dom's shenanigans and he just, steal chairs on him or something like that. Let's put Dom in his place. Cody loses, as he probably should in this spot, but not in a way where Dominik Mysterio gets and now this little pest is usurp this guy. Like that's just not something I see.
Okay. I like that.
That's it.
Because I'm fed up. That's what I'm saying. Like by now, hell, why haven't you beat it? You know what I'm saying? So, you forget these rules. We all know you can beat that man wrestling. Hit him with the chair.
Hit him with the chair. All right. And so we also have, which was this one was the most recently announced one, an Intercontinental Championship match against the Ring General Gunther versus Matt Riddle.
Chappell's favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this match so much.
Chamel.
It's very late. Chappell. What's your name?
Charmel.
Yeah.
Charmel. Folks out here fighting with crutches and bad legs and ankles and stuff like that. We're doing a lot here behind this match. I'm not a fan of Gunther. I'm just not.
What?
I'm not. I just don't care. I do not care. This is probably the match.
I'm with Chappell. I don't care about Gunther either.
Yeah.
I know Riddle's not super popular either, especially on the show. But yeah, I'm over Gunther. I can't believe Gunther is at the Intercontinental title for a freaking year.
Had it for a year.
I remember the Smackdown when he beat Ricochet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who's Gunther?
Yeah.
And then Gunther beat Ricochet. I'm like, all right, well, I can't wait for somebody. I thought Shinsuke Nakamura was going to take the title from Gunther when I was at SmackDown last August.
Yeah, they need to run that back. That was a really good match. Yeah. I like Gunther. I like his run so far. I think he could have done with better opponents. Like he's just been kind of feuding with Drew and Sheamus. Of course, him and Sheamus, that was a highlight. And now Riddle. They've been going back and forth with Riddle for weeks now. We haven't covered it at all because why would we? I don't care about this match either. And I think we're just gonna get Gunther winning. I feel like I saw something. Oh yeah, they want Gunther to beat Honky Tonk Man's record. I think Matt had said this previously on one of our episodes. And so
quickest pin ever?
We talked about it. No. The longest Intercontinental Champion. Reign.
Yeah.
Are we already doing this?
Right. Listen, they be making up stuff.
Yeah,
longest Intercontinental Champion reign. Is that something you gonna really put on your Wrestling Hall of Fame wall?
Right. No. I don't know. And look, honestly, go for it. Whatever. Let him have it. Matt Riddle cannot win the championship, Chappell. He cannot win the championship. Do you see what I mean? Okay.
One leg.
Honky Tonk Man had 454 days, and Gunther still has another 100 days to go.
I can't do this for another 4 months. We can't. What about KO? Is there any world where we're getting KO to do something. I mean, he's kind of in this beef. He could be a good Intercontinental champion, I think.
He's a tag team champion. They're just unfortunately not on the card the card this week.
But he's in the beef too.
They were in the beef. Yeah, they were like in the beef.
What about Randy Orton? I thought I saw on Twitter that Randy Orton was coming back.
Can he move?
Speaking of his back,
he can walk. Right?
We don't know. Like they keep.
Can Raquel Rodriguez donate her back to Randy Orton?
Big.
Honestly, that'd be amazing just to see him pose.
Great use of that. Yeah.
Randy doesn't have a great back. Well, he definitely doesn't now, but.
With Randy, we truly don't know what's going on. We keep hearing
he's been out of action over a year.
Yeah, we knew it was like really bad, like career threatening injury.
Yeah, I don't see them. I just couldn't even imagine them trying to get that man to wrestle again. It just seems like it's so dangerous at this point.
It is. Yeah. I'm trying to look up the.
All right, don't do this.
I mean, Rob already did. I guess 400 days. Yeah.
454. I think
454. I think he's getting that. KO already has a championship.
I know, but I like him more than Gunther. That's what I'm saying. I'm sick of this. Give it to somebody.
Yeah. So,
question: who's the man who came out there with the crutch?
That was Vinny Vici.
Vici. Vinny Vici.
I was like, all Matt Riddle's friends got one
leg. That's Imperium's third member. He's the guy who's supposed to just take all the bumps.
Is his name Alex?
No, what?
Alex Wolf? Is that a person?
Alex.
No, that was a person, but that's not him.
Oh, I don't. I don't know the difference.
His name is Vinny or something in something. I don't know. But anyways, he's a part of Imperium. He's the dude in Imperium who takes all the pins. Yeah,
Vinci.
Yeah, yeah. And I didn't know he was injured. He wasn't. That wasn't kayfabe. It was kayfabe. It was kayfabe, wasn't it? With the crutch.
He used the crutch when he broke up that one match. I believe he came in.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So,
but I didn't know if that was his crutch or if that's Matt Riddle's crutch, and he's just been holding on to it for Matt.
They've been trying to take Matt Riddle out. So, who knows? But it's just gonna go to Gunther. It's just gonna go to Gunther. They're trying to make it. They're trying to make it interesting. It's not interesting.
Can't make fetch happen here.
Exactly. Excuse me. And finally, the WWE Women's Championship, which will not be on Money in the Bank. Just y'all have so much time, and there's only like 5 matches. Why can't this be on it? But it's going to be on SmackDown, which is like kind of like the pre-shows now when it comes to the PLEs.
Well, you know what? Last year when they did the Clash at the Castle, they pre-taped SmackDown like a week. They taped like 2 SmackDowns in one night. So this is at least better that they're doing SmackDown from London, as opposed to then last year they were all going to be flying to London, so they had to do like a dark SmackDown and then basically air it the next week.
That makes sense.
This has to be. This is the main event of SmackDown, right, Mari?
Has to be. Yeah.
What are we doing?
What champion, are we doing? Asuka versus Charlotte Flair with Bianca Belair banned from ringside.
Why? Why is she? Why is she banned? Like, why?
For her own safety, Matt.
I can't wrap my head around the difference.
At all costs.
Chappell, your queen, literally, she has been sitting at ringside. They love to put Bianca out there.
They love to put her on ringside. Oh my God.
What has she ever done?
Because she gets
other than sit there and sit on
the sunglasses on.
It keeps me coming back to the show. I'm sorry.
I mean, I love
Every time I see a clip, I'm like, is that Bianca?
But now all of a sudden she's volatile. Like, no, Bianca, don't interrupt. Stay out of the way. Like, what? This is Mari. This is giving me Naomi, Sonya Deville vibes a little bit. It's a little uncomfortable, I have to say.
Not yet. I still like it. I still like that Bianca is like, I'm telling you, like she's telegraphing it to you. It's a woman. When a woman is telling you she's fed up. Okay, she's fed up.
Yes, right.
And that's what Bianca is doing. Bianca's like, I'm not liking following your rules, sir.
Yeah.
she's not gonna follow the rules. I can't wait. I think the reason why this isn't on Money in the Bank proper is because Bianca's clearly gonna cost them this match. This match is gonna be DQ'd, I'm thinking, and it's gonna set us up for a triple threat. More than likely at SummerSlam, I would assume.
Well, your favorite? Yeah, go ahead.
Just because Adam Pearce already promised her another.
Adam Pearce is so useless.
Oh my god!
Thank you.
Like, what is even his role?
He I don't know, but he's been very jittery. He's been very jittery lately. He's like, I need all of this to go right. It's like, Adam, what has happened? Nothing has gone wrong lately.
He has like no power, no authority whatsoever, and just every once in a while, he's like, I have a rule. Like, what?
People making up their own matches and stuff.
Yeah.
Except for Bianca. Bianca can't make her own match. Charlotte can make her own match. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good match. My dad was here visiting, and Asuka came out, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, what's she doing? That lady's crazy." I was like, "Yes, that is exactly the vibe she's trying to give out." He's like, "Okay,
did she spit the stuff?
Did she spit the stuff? I think so. I can't remember.
We love the stuff. We do love the stuff. Yeah. So you see Charlotte winning this by DQ?
No contest.
No contest. Yeah, something like that.
No. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I like, even when you tell me that this is the match, I'm like, really? You're really about to let Charlotte come out here and get whooped up by Asuka just because on a random weekday? Like, I don't see it.
That's the thing. Asuka needs to get her lick back. Like, Charlotte been hoeing her, and I kind of need her to get that lick back. And I don't think it's gonna be on a SmackDown.
Right.
I know Bianca is gonna try to stay out of the way, but something's gonna pull her out there. And I think she's gonna get in the way. I think it's gonna be a triple threat.
And this is not a title match, correct?
This is a title match.
There's no way Charlotte's getting pinned here. No, it's not happening.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. And then where it goes from there, I don't know, because people are already calling for like a Charlotte Bianca feud already. And I'm like, y'all, Bianca just lost that belt. Like, I love her. I would love the title to be back on her, but I don't want her losing to Charlotte anytime soon. So I don't know. It's like, if there is a triple threat in the future, does Charlotte get the belt, by pinning Asuka, and then we build to Charlotte versus Bianca? And I don't really want to see that, because like Matt said, I still want to see Io versus Asuka. We were kind of teased Io versus Asuka. So who knows where that's going to go? I hope Asuka doesn't lose anytime soon. I don't see either one of them taking a pin right here. So I'm thinking of another DQ finish. Rob, that's what you're feeling, Matt?
I think that just the fact that Bianca is banned from the match, I think, then necessitates that Bianca will be at the match, and then ultimately will interfere. So I think this ends in a no contest.
Yeah. A lot of DQs at the bottom of the card here.
Yeah. I like Bianca with the belt, and I think it looks good on her. And so if Asuka has to lose at random weekday event, then I'll take it. If Bianca has a pop-up on the Titantron or whatever, and then Asuka's distracted, and then Charlotte comes in and steals, I don't care. Give my queen back her belt. I want it. Bianca needs it. And so if you're building to a Bianca versus Charlotte, the belt needs to be involved. I don't want to. What? Are you kidding
definitely.
me? Yeah, I need that on one of them.
But I'm thinking, like, you have to do it like Bianca has to finish. She has to finish the Horsewoman, and she has to do it at WrestleMania. So this is like too soon to build to.
Yeah.
I just need I'm gonna go with Asuka somehow winning here. But I just need Charlotte to be a full-on heel, like Mari, and I'm just gonna put it out there. I would love to see Charlotte put her hair in a braid and try to be Bianca and try to whip people with it. And what's a bigger heel move though from her? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to go all the way.
A black lady, it's a big one. That's a big move. Big move. That's one that'll, you know how I was talking about earlier, like you got a heel that you hate. It's like, okay, girl, what?
There you go.
Yeah, she needs to go all the way, is what I'm saying. Like in hair versus hair at WrestleMania. That's
my God.
But I think Asuka's gonna win here, and we'll come back to Charlotte. Because how are you gonna keep a storyline going until WrestleMania between Bianca and Charlotte? I'm with you, Mari, on it, but I'm just annoyed that Charlotte
has to do a hair versus hair match somewhere in her career.
Oh no!
Whenever she wants to give up the braid.
Oh no, never.
They fumbled the bag with the Baron Corbin, not doing a Baron Corbin hair versus hair match. So they got to do it.
That's kind of a difference, though.
It's a big difference. All right, that's it for our Money in the Bank predictions. All of the highlights and the predictions we've gone on can be found in a very handy playlist in your show notes or show description. Of course, hopefully, I don't know if you got all the way here, but maybe go back and go watch us on YouTube at the Round as a Podcast YouTube page where you can see our very beautiful faces. Any final thoughts about Money?
Can I ask a prediction for what's the main event at SummerSlam? SummerSlam's going to be August 5th.
Oh my God, so close.
Which I won't be seeing because I will be watching Beyonce. But
okay.
Let's see. The main event. I have to say it every time.
Who are you gonna be seeing today?
I feel like is it Cody Brock is the main event, or do we go with
Brock Lesnar versus Roman was the main event last year at SummerSlam?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is Roman really not?
It's in Detroit. Well, I don't know what Roman's pathing is to SummerSlam at this point,
right?
Honestly, so that's the thing. I couldn't tell you. So my next thought process would be Cody Brock, or like that's the thing. Like everybody is so up in the air right now.
You get a Brock Roman rematch, maybe?
Please no.
Please. Again?
Oh.
Like Seth the 17th time?
I mean, when you won't let Roman lose, you have to start repeating things after a while.
Seth versus Logan Paul.
Well,
that would
main
be
event level.
I guess
Logan versus Logan Paul versus Roman.
Oh God!
Again?
Not again.
Number 2.
Yeah, no.
Seth versus Logan would be good though. That would be a good match. Did they already do that?
Yeah,
they did. Right?
Did they? Or did they just have a feud? They did at Mania.
They did. Oh, duh. Yes.
There we go.
It's gonna be Finn. It's gonna be Finn. I'm telling you, he's about to
Finn Bálor versus who?
I don't know, but Finn Bálor's gonna be in it because he's got a
rematch.
Finn Bálor and Cody Rhodes
to take the belt back. No, Finn versus Seth to take the belt back. For Seth to get the belt back.
I'll take that because Finn's look.
I put
my faith in Finn. Oh,
street match. Detroit
street tables match.
A Detroit street match. Yes.
Which feels
Steel City steel chair match.
Where's the Connecticut street match? You know, like why are we in Detroit?
I feel like they have. Didn't the Mean Street Posse have like
all day?
Yeah, weren't they from Stanford or something like that?
Yeah, with their little polos and everything.
Yeah,
I missed them.
Bring them back.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it for our Money in the Bank predictions. Rob, what do you have going on your lovely?
Well, I could talk about Ronda Rousey on Stars on Mars.
Yes.
Maybe somebody's related to a wrestler on Claim to Fame.
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah. Do you think that anybody on Claim to Fame is Rikishi's son?
No, they're all on the.
We add another person to this damn family. I swear to God.
Please.
Yeah. My father is WWE. I don't even think Hall of Famer. Yeah.
That'd be so
cool. Wait, what do you mean you don't think Hall of Famer?
Is Rikishi in the Hall of Fame?
He's definitely a Hall of Famer.
Of course he is.
Good for him.
Okay.
Wait, Matt, you seem so surprised.
I mean, I don't remember. I love that little Rikishi dance that he does.
He just got inducted. Like
even if he did it, he's got to be first ballot one year at some point. At some point, 100%. You're not gonna let Rikishi in.
Yeah.
Right.
They let everybody in the Hall of Fame. I think if you live to a certain age, they just put you in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's like you gotta wrestle for at least
There's
20
more
years,
people
and
in the
everybody does.
WWE Hall of Fame than like the NFL Hall of Fame.
Oh, easily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't heard about the NFL Hall of Fame in like forever.
I mean, literally forever.
That's it. Rob.
Yeah. People know where to find me. RHAPup.com and RHAPup.com/subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to all these great shows like the Wrestling RHAPup.
Yes. Yay. Chappell, what are you up to?
Subscribe to Nothing But Netflix as well to hear what Rob and I are talking about every
We're talking about
week.
American Gladiators.
We are,
Yes.
yeah. More meaty men and women slapping meats.
We were not invited to that podcast, okay, but it's okay. It's cool.
Grace politely stepped in for you all as like the unofficial wrestling stand-in, for y'all. So no, she's great. This is gonna be a great time, and so check that out on Nothing But Netflix. You can also find me on post-show recaps talking about The Walking Dead. Dead City is still airing, and so AJ, myself, Jess, and Josh are talking about that on postshowrecaps.com. Also, I will be guesting on the Below Deck podcast because Rob doesn't want to do it, and so
hey, I had to be on this podcast, Chappell.
And so did I, but so I'm gonna be sitting in on that with Sasha just for Rob, giving the boss man a break, man. And then I think that's about it. If there's anything else, again, charge it to my head, not my heart. And then follow me on Twitter at Chappells_show, where I will no doubt tweet out the thing that I'm forgetting.
Okay, Matt.
There we go. There we go. Follow me at Matt Scotty W on the social medias. And you know what? This week is actually the last episode in the Pride Month series of The Pride Is Spoken with Dr. Evie Jagoda and Grace Leader. And it's been great having conversations with Carla, with Hai, with Missy, former Survivor players, maybe, who knows, maybe even future Survivor players. Again, maybe we'll see them back. And we have one more interview coming out, and I'll let that be a surprise. Check it out at robiswebsite.com/pride feed, and also get the Pride Is Spoken shirt at robiswebsite.com/pride shirt. Other than that, I would also just on the note of Survivor and things like that. I last year, as Chappell knows, and as we've talked about, was part of Survivor Philadelphia, prolific TV show, as folks know. And the casting of that's out, which I really want folks to apply to that, so that there's great cast, so that Chappell can continue to be a fan. Chappell and I will do a podcast about Survivor Philly 3 whenever it comes out, and so check out the casting app at Survivor Philly on social media. And then finally, just never a bad time to subscribe and check out Pod Friends, and great interviews with folks, including the one and only Mari Forth. Who knows? We might even have future guests on this podcast. Teaser, who knows? robiswebsite.com/podfriends feed for more of that. And Mari, where could the people find you?
Well, of course, every Tuesday, me and Sarah Carradine are bringing you True Crime Tuesdays to RHAP with our True Crime Review podcast, Crime Scene. This week, me and Sarah talked to friend of the pod, Jason Reed, about a very heartbreaking documentary called Take Care of Maya. It is on Netflix. It is a very hard watch, but I suggest every parent should watch it and anybody else should watch it. But it was rough. It was a rough week. And we watched it, we talked about it, we broke it down. It's a great conversation. So definitely go check it out. You can go to robhasawebsite.com/crime feed in order to subscribe there. You can also find me on twitch.tv/Mari Talks Too Much, where I'm streaming every Wednesdays, streaming Dredge. You can also find me on Twitter at Mari Talks Too Much. And tomorrow or later this week, I will be on with the Married at First Sight, Asia and Jason on their reunion part 2 podcast episode, because they called us in for reinforcements. They've been talking about the same season for 6 months now. And so me and Sarah will be over there to give them a little bit of
That's
relief.
the true crime.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. That is indeed the true crime. So yeah, you can check that all of that out by going to the robhasawebsite.com/RHAPup's feed where you can get all of this good, beautiful content that we've all talked about here. All right. So thank you for me, Matt, Rob, and Chappell. I just want to say thank you. Remember, wrestling is for everyone, but not all wrestling is for everybody. Have a great week. See you next week. Bye.
Throw 'em up, lay it down just like Matt and Mari. Wrestling liver RHAPUp's gonna make it sorry. Feeling like the Rock, cause I'm driving in Ferraris. And we coming every week and it's feeling like a party. Bull or Ric Flair, huh? Showing out like Bianca Belair, huh? Best podcast, flush it in the air, huh? From the rings and we win it, don't care, huh? No cap. Throw 'em up, lay it down just like Matt and Mari. Wrestling liver RHAPUp's gonna make it sorry. Feeling like the Rock, cause I'm driving in Ferraris. And we coming every week and it's feeling like a party.